Guess I'm doing this. Guess I'm filming my own hunt. Solo mule deer up in the beep. You know, I don't really know what I'm doing. That's not entirely true. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like, it's the type of thing that as you know more, you know just how much you don't know. And I'm at that point where I know a lot less than I do know. And that's a good thing. It feels great. I'm learning every single second that I'm out here on the trail. Getting to the trailhead late. It's 3 o'clock and I woke up almost 12 hours ago, 3:45. Left my house. Drove. Got to visit with some friends along the way. Did some last minute tag purchasing. This is the first time breaking out the camera though, so this is when officially this film begins.
You have arrived.
Here we are. We'll check in later. I just recorded a bunch of video about how I'm anxious, and it made me feel better. So that's kind of what's going on in my life right now. It's beautiful up there though, huh? Yeah. Started the hike, and I feel like if I wasn't nervous, it'd be a little naive what I'm doing. Right now, it's time for walking. And got a heavy pack. It's 60 something pounds. At least it's not a kayak. Although I do want to be shouldering my kayak around soon. Well, things are wet here in the Okanagan forest. I'm in my Mega Mid and we're getting wet. We're kind of just camped in the middle of this trail. Morning. It is one. It's actually quite a beautiful morning, but I'm so glad it's morning. And getting out on the trail right now. It froze last night. I froze last night. It's pretty chilly. I tried to just wear my wet socks to bed, hoping they would dry out over the course of the night. They'd keep me warmish. They didn't. Took them off, put some dry ones on in the middle of the night. There's my tent. But kind of like right in the middle, can't really see it, but it's a bunch of like crisscross deadfall, burn with bush growing up around it. Very wet ground. It rained a lot last night, but bluebird sky today. So I'm feeling pretty good, but it's later than I was hoping, and I'm ditching my original plans of going up high with my entire camp so that I could drop into different valleys as needed. Basically tonight I need another sleeping bag, 2 sleeping bags. I'm gonna stay in the truck tonight, so I'm gonna go up high right now, hunt this drainage, peek over into some other drainages, do some scouting. Well, it's not technically scouting anymore. Gonna hunt those valleys, glass them, try and find some bucks, and then come back down this way this evening, grab the rest of my camp, just toss it in willy-nilly. I left all my heavy stuff here, my food, bulky stuff, sleeping bag, pad, tarp, tent, etc. The day's burning away, so better get after it. Doubt the deer are moving much anymore right now. I think they're probably working toward bedding down. So I'm gonna still hunt up this little slope into some timber. We'll see. But this is what we got going on up there. Going up. Well, there's a doe. Probably about 50 yards away. And just down here is my tent. So this is what I'm coming up right now. Basically, my camp was right down in here. Somewhere down in there. Can't see it right now, but... And basically, I've been kind of making my way up underneath this knob, around over here, and then got up to here-ish. And I'm looking down into this next little cut. It's turning into a great hunt. We've got a buck bedded about 140 yards from a little knob that I think I can get out onto. So spotted and make my way in. I don't know how many tines. I think that I'm hoping it's a 3-point or more. No, obviously, I'm hoping that it's, 6 on each side. That'd be great. But I think it's an older buck. It looks tall, not real wide. Yeah, just trying to figure out what to do. I don't have a shot right now. It's kind of all in some bunch of dead old trees, lots of branches. It works out well because I can see it through the branches, but no shooting lane. I'm gonna see if I can get back down to that first spot and see if I can see it there. Bring my gun, and thing is, it's kind of like I'm skylined. I'm either right out up in the open and it's looking at me, or I'm skylined and it's looking at me. But fortunately, it hasn't been super alert. It's just been sitting there chewing its cud. Middle of the night last night, I was definitely regretting camping up here. I'm happy with where I'm at. It's sunny. Things are drying out. Warm. And I'm sitting on a buck. He's waiting for me. I'm waiting for him. Maybe I'd better see if I can change location and find a shooting lane. Can't believe this. We're at exactly 110 yards. Perfect shooting lane through the grass here. Off and over this knob. I think 14 degrees down. Oh my God. Wow. Twelve, 12. I don't even know what day it is. Opening day for me. Fuck. I drove up yesterday, a few days after the opener. Been nervous about this hunt. Got a lot of high expectations. Been learning a lot, listening a lot. Haven't been shooting very much. Guess I've been shooting enough. Made that shot. One bullet, one kill. Beautiful buck. Excited to go down and look at it. I think it's a 2x3. We'll see when we get closer. Definitely had some nerves there. Some buck fever. Let's go down and get it. Here's a little view. This is where I was shooting from my shooting sticks, right through some grass, right down over there. Doop doop. Just a little over 100 yards. It went maybe 30 yards and fell over. God dang. Feel pretty lucky. I feel pretty blessed. It's been a beautiful day. Last night I was shivering in my bed. I've got a 15-degree mummy bag. Definitely a mummy. I'd much prefer a warmer sleeping bag. And a teepee and a stove. And a better backpack, because that sucked. Hiking my tent and all my stuff in here, the food. It's a good day bag though. I'm excited to pack out some meat in my day bag. Just gonna chill for a minute and go down there. Oh, give it 10 minutes or so. God, there's so much going through my mind right now. And before I turned the camera on, I was thinking about how just lucky we are living in the Western United States, have opportunities like this, and just so often we take it for granted. But I shot my first mule deer buck, so that's pretty cool. Eating some bars, putting on sunscreen, hydrating, taking layers off. That reminds me I need to take my long underwear off. But just doing those things that I know that I'm not going to want to do once I get down there. But I also, if it's not cool, it's not a cool day, so I want to get this meat cooled down as quick as possible and get it down the mountain. I honestly didn't think that it was going to be over this soon. I mean, a lot of me thought maybe I wouldn't get an animal at all. But I did. Maybe I'll stay another couple days, look for some bear. Guess I didn't really eat lunch yet. I think maybe I should just do that. Go ahead and never butchered an animal from scratch. Never field dressed an animal. Never done the gutless method. Part of me, I mean, I am close enough that I could just take a couple trips. I'm wondering if, once I gut the buck, if I can carry it on my shoulders. I don't know. Never done this before. Certainly didn't have to go in very far, very deep into the backcountry. Great example of kind of like just found this perfect little hidey spot. Kind of wish I had gotten a photograph of where the buck was bedded, because from my third spot that I got to him, my third angle, wide open. First two definitely protected by trees. He was looking upslope because with the thermals, they're coming from the bottom going up. So he could look over his shoulder and see downstream, downhill. Potential predators coming from uphill. He was watching. I just happened to be kind of across the little drainage. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but well, first I need to go and get to this animal and start cutting it into pieces and putting it into game bags and getting it cooled down so that we have a lot of meat for the freezer. So excited for that. Excited for lots of sausages and roasts and chops and all the things. So got a tarp to put meat, bags to hang in this tree, level spot, not worried about sliding down. Had to pull it up and over that little rock ledge. Whew, get started. Four hours. Broke it down. Got 3 meat bags over there. There's the head and the cape. And another meat bag there. Plus all the stuff I hiked in with. So it'll be interesting. But it's still daylight. Maybe 50 degrees. Old burn. Good deer hunting. 5.5 hours and have completely dressed this deer. Went for the gutless method. My bullet entered. The deer was facing this way, kind of lying down, bedded, just kind of head up. Bullet entered, kind of broke the shoulder. Got a little bit of the lungs, definitely lung hit, double lung. The animal really just went 15 yards. So, feeling pretty good about that. I've got a really heavy backpack, so. This is hard. This is the hard part. Going downhill. Definitely not going to be able to make it out in one trip. I don't even think I could make it out with what's on my back. You know, it's another 1,100 vertical feet down from here, down the whole way, and This is heavy. I'm shaking. I'm really curious to find out how much is in this bag. But I'm probably gonna take some out, put some other stuff in, hang a couple things in trees, and go down to the truck. That's the plan. So, hiking out. It's hard. But I've got less stuff on my back, and I'm gonna be down to the truck in about an hour. So that's good. I slept in, got water, and made my way back up the mountain. Well, this is a little bit of anxiety that is now relieved. A couple bags of meat, just sitting on a rock. It's kind of hard to tell, but micro clearing. Surrounded by old burn. Let's get out of here. This hunting journey, the next hunting journey, the one after that, are all open-ended questions about how I'm going to show up. Am I present? Distracted? How are we going to show up for each other? Nothing here. How are we going to share the harvest? How are we going to take care of this landscape that supports us?